said this before, Abhishek, that you're actually closer to your mom, and that Amitabh Bachchan is a loner. Is that true? He's a loner. He's the most public person India has ever known.
Yeah. No, I think he likes time by himself. A lot of actors do. You know, I think it kind of helps you just maybe acquaint yourself with somebody that you actually know the least, which is yourself. You know? So I think every actor likes that time where just let me be. But Dad, by and large, is somebody who's very shy. And he keeps to himself a lot.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, so the side of him that we see is his public side.
Yeah.
Which is obviously someone who will chat up anyone who comes on his show, KBC.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's really, really good with people. But deep inside, he's actually a shy person who would rather not.
I don't know if he'd rather not, but I know then he'll finish KBC like he's doing right now, and he'll come home at night and then give me a call and say, I'm back, and he'll call me up to his TV area where he's watching some sport of some sort and sit in silence. I mean, a lot of my childhood I used to be called he likes his family around him, but then he's just quiet. He just wants to, you know. So he likes to keep to himself. I think he does a lot of thinking also, and as a lot of actors do.
Right.
I think we put on this illusion that we're very social, and a part of us is, because that demonstration is what gives you the confidence to go on a stage and do what you have to do, and that love of the energy that your audience gives back to you. That's a part of us, but I think in order to do that and do true justice to that, you need to have the other end of it as well. You need to have that time by yourself where you can just think.
Right. And to preserve that energy, right? Because you're constantly...
Yeah, it's tough.
Right.
I mean, another person I've seen who does that, who I think is just brilliant as a public persona, is Shah Rukh. If you see Shah Rukh at home, he'll be sitting in a corner reading a book. He's immensely shy. You know, so I see that a lot. I see a lot of actors who need that time off. I mean, you could come back from work, you spend time with the family, but then you need that 1-2 hours. You're just by yourself and your thoughts, and you know, just think about what you need to do, how you're doing it, or, you know, possibly just observe a certain thing. Or you need that time by yourself.
Right. And you're more like your mom?
Yes. My mom is more extroverted than my father. Okay. So yeah, I would say I'm more, even as an actor, I'd say I'm more like my mom. Yeah.
Right. Questions from the audience? Can you just give the mic, please?
Abhishek, I have been observing you over the period of years. You have been doing some wonderful films, some good films. But one film was the Guru, and you did tremendous job.
Thank you.
Tremendous job.
Thank you.
And I just don't know, you are cut out for, you have got a personality, character, you are cut out for some lovely biopics. So have you ever thought about it? Okay, there could be some other subjects also where you should work upon it.
Are you asking me that for another biopic?
Yeah.
You know, I think, no, I've not really thought specifically like that. But if a film like that came around, which I thought was inspirational, I'd love to do it. I've never been averse to any kind of film. But I've not specifically thought that, oh, here's a biopic and I must do a biopic. The film has to be exciting to do.
Abhishek?
Yes, Jyoti.
Yeah.
I just have 2 questions to you.
Just?
Yes. Number 1 is, were you not
just the gentleman asking me a question is Mr. Jyoti Venkatesh. He's one of the most senior journalists we have. I was literally born in front of him, and he's been asking me 2 to 5 questions since I was born. So it's...
Yeah. Since you were born, no.
No, seriously, ask him.
Really?
He was one of the guys when I was a production boy, was there as part of the press junket. He's seen me as a kid. I'm not kidding.
No, as in, like, he didn't go to the maternity ward. It's like, boss.
No, I don't think he was at the maternity ward. I'm pretty sure he was standing outside Breach Candy Hospital, though.
On the major sub sets.
There, major sub, there. My first film, yeah.
Acha, Abhishek, I just want to get it from the horse's mouth. Were you offered...
Jyoti, you've just called me a horse.
Were you offered Paltan by JP Datta, or did you say no to the offer when it came to you?
Yes, I was offered Paltan, and I was doing Paltan, and I very sadly had to leave Paltan. And it's a decision which destroyed me. It really upset me having to take that decision. But there were certain circumstances which I could not get out of. And it destroyed me because JP Saab means the world to me. And not to be able to stand by him during this journey was something that really upset me. It was a tough, very difficult, one of the most difficult decisions I had to take in my professional career. And I feel very bad because I feel somewhere I kind of disappointed him and let him down. But I've always wished him all the best. And the thing is, my relationship with JP Saab goes beyond movies. He means far too much to me. My love and respect for him is far too big to let any film come in the way of that. But sadly, I could not be a part of that film. So to answer your first question, I was doing Paltan. What was the second one?
Second one is, several years back when I met Anil Kapoor on the sets of his film, I just casually asked him, Anil, teri beti abhi kabhi heroine banegi? She was just a kid of 8-9 years. And he said, yaar, main abhi hero hu, let me be Jackass hero for a long time.
Yeah.
Why think of my daughter coming in films? So what is your take on Aradhana getting into films as an actress?
Aradhya.
Aradhya.
She's 6 years old. As far as Aishwarya and I are concerned, be it tomorrow, 20 years down the line, or whenever, whatever she decides, we have decided as parents that we will support her no matter what. Because that's what our parents did for us as well. I still remember when I told my parents I wanted to be an actor, and they were very supportive. I think as a parent, you want the best for your child. As a parent, you want your child to be happy and healthy. That's the most important. What she decides to do is completely her choice. We will never ever weigh down onto her to say, this is what we expect you to do. She will do whatever she wants to do, and we'll be proud of her regardless of what she becomes.
Hello, Abhishek.
Hi.
Hi. Now, first of all, congratulations on Man Marzia. It's a beautiful film.
Thank you very much.
Now that we have watched the film, I want you to help us understand Robbie. One of the things that stayed with me after the film was the fact that this guy is okay with being someone's backup, a second choice, or a fallback option. I want to understand, how did you crack that psyche?
He's not okay being a backup. Robbie's process is, he's in love with her, and his love for her outweighs any other love. And he's convinced that my love will prove its weightage to Rumi. So he's not happy being a backup. He's okay entering the scenario as an option, that he says. But he's very convinced that I will win her over. These are the slight nuances of Robbie that Anurag and I worked very hard on. That's what made him interesting to me. You know, it made him layered. He was multidimensional. He was aggressive in his own way. He was bullheaded in his own way. But above that, he was just so in love with this lady that he said, I will win her over. And he does. So that's what the approach was.
Do you get that a lot, Abhishek?
What?
In terms of explaining that particular character, in terms of what he intended to do? Have you?
Well, this is the first time
This is the first time?
First time I got the opportunity to speak about it.
Okay, but you've been hearing that?
Yes,
Okay.
I've been hearing that. And I'm glad I'm hearing it, because that means what we attempted to do has kind of translated to the audiences that have seen the film.
Right.
We were very conscious when we were making the film that it's very easy to label Robbie as the boring one, because he's the good guy. And sadly, good guys are labeled as boring. Shockingly, after the film release, which is now just about a week, I've had more men come up to me and say thank you than women. And traditionally, you think that, you know, he's designed as the knight in shining armor. He's the good guy, you know. Somewhere women will say, oh, I wish my boyfriend or husband could be like this. But it's actually men that have come and said, thank you, you know. You've given us confidence that...
Because we are like that.
Yeah,
right.
we don't need to be this rebel bad guy and treat people badly and say no all the time. And so actually, I was surprised by that. I mean, I somewhere expected women to react to Robbie, but the way the men have has been an eye-opener for me.